On November 3rd, a near-perfect fall day, we paddled the 11.1 miles from Spring Valley to Hennepin. Spring Valley is one of many old river towns that are found on both sides of the river.
One of the best rivers we got. And one of the biggest.
Yeah. Well, this is a stretch I haven't done before, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you'll enjoy it. I mean, it is industrial. If you walk down to the bank, you're going to see barges tied up and so forth, but you know, it's a stretch that normally people don't do.
Yeah. This reach of the Illinois contains the famous elbow, where the Illinois, instead of flowing due west to the Mississippi, suddenly turned south, creating an almost 500-mile-long detour. It was this detour which was the reason for the building of the Hennepin Canal, which directly linked the elbow to the Mississippi. I had previously paddled most of the reaches of Big Bureau Creek. The creek, at several points, parallels the Hennepin Canal. And so I was curious as we paddled down the Illinois as to where the canal actually came out into the river. But once we accessed the waterway that we thought might be the exit of both the canal and Big Bureau Creek, we could not find anything that actually looked like the canal.
A creek kind of ending where we are, but it shows the canal over here somewhere is a much larger body.
We did find this old cable car ferry, which must have served somewhere in this area probably 40 or 50 years ago. On inspecting the map, we found another stretch of the canal that seemed to parallel the river a little further down. When we got over there, we found a newly created earthen dam with several feet of water on one side and very little on the other. We began to see signs of the canal alongside. After walking about 1/8 of a mile along the berm, we came to a grove of trees, and in the grove was what appeared to be a ruin of some kind, and as we walked towards it, we could see that it was one of the locks of the canal. The lock was fairly well silted up, but a lot of the original equipment was still visible. We even found a date in the concrete. What is most fascinating about this lock is what I found when I returned home to do some research. It turns out that originally there were 33 locks, and that the first, on the Illinois River, has actually been underwater for over 50 years and was inaccessible. And apparently only with the building of the earthen dam has anyone been able to visit the locks. And we must be some of the first. Actually, much of the canal still exists, and it has been made into a linear park. Construction began in 1890. Construction of the Eastern Main Line began in 1894. The canal was 155 miles long, and due to a widening of the locks on both the Illinois and the Mississippi rivers, the Hennepin Canal was obsolete before it was completed. Throughout most of its existence as a functioning canal, it serviced mainly pleasure boaters, and it ceased operation in 1951. We felt very privileged to be able to explore this little-known reach of the canal, which has been unseen for 50 years. While all of us love paddling wilderness rivers, there is certainly a great deal to be said for paddling the industrial and historic Illinois.